Saquon the number one reason Philly is 8-2? You used to not believe.
Well,
but it feels like you may have come around.
Listen,
what in the world?
I have not an announcement, but an update.
Oh!
It looks like an announcement.
No. Listen, because you guys know, I have been as skeptical, maybe the most skeptical of anyone in the media about Philly this year. Going into it, we'll get to the Saquon stuff in a moment. Right after the show, I'm hopping on the Amtrak straight to Philly for a nice little dinner date over some cheesesteaks with a Philly to the Super Bowl take. Because they after last night, Wilds, there's a lot to like, and the biggest thing to like, and this is, I hate to say it, classic, unadulterated Category 3, Saquon Barkley and his CMC-esque impact on these Philadelphia Eagles.
What a move.
It's undeniable. And hold on, just wait a second, bro. And then after Pittsburgh beats Baltimore this weekend, when Bruce Ballot comes out sometime next week, Saquon should be the MVP favorite.
Wow.
Because the coaching, Sirianni is as shaky as ever, and Jalen Hurts hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been great. Saquon is the difference on offense. A.J. Brown's missed time. Devontae missed one game. They're obviously both really good players. But Saquon, 3 times this year, has had games like yesterday where it's like, oh, wait, Philly's kind of stuck in the muck. They're not really, could they lose this game? And then bang, second half performance by Saquon, he closes the door. He has MVP-ish numbers right now. We can show it to you, his numbers on the season, but then there is, so listen, he's been, with respect to Derrick Henry, the best running back in football, and again, I was dead wrong about it. But then you take this Ben Solak tweet that Josh fact-checked, which is 9 times this year he's carried the ball to the 1-yard line. And then the Eagles let Jalen Hurts do a tush-push touchdown every damn time except for one. So he should have maybe 20 touchdowns already. He gets them to the 1. They do that stupid play. Jalen gets the touchdown. Saquon still at...
That's fascinating.
9 times.
Why is he at the 1 all the time?
So, I don't know, but so...
That's a lie. They happened last night.
And only 1 time have they even given him the next touch. And it was that you see it, Saquon rush, and he didn't score. So... he has 10 touchdowns. He could easily have 15, 16, whatever it is, because they're scoring touchdowns anyway. I think he is the reason offensively they're not in the supernatural funk. He gave him a new swagger. All the folks sending me the tweets that I said it was going to be a difference maker, you're right, I was wrong. Drew was right about Saquon, I was wrong. But here's what I'm excited about, Wilds.
Just quick, can we just give a little backstory before you go into it?
No, I'm not even doing the Eagles
thing. I thought you were.
No, I was going to say I'm excited about this.
Oh.
I think I might, by the end of this segment, be the show's Saquon guy.
Yeah.
No.
Because, I think he's going to be the MVP.
That's
fine. Do you think that?
The Eagles might go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
this
Brew,
is a weak attempt to steal Saquon Barkley and my shine.
It's like when I said Wemby should make the playoffs.
Just say
Everything that you just said, as nice as it was, as true as much of it was, as much as it was music to my ears.
What?
Nick Wright, tell me something I don't know. In fact, tell me something I didn't know in August.
You don't believe in him.
I told you in August that this dude was going to make a Christian McCaffrey-like impact. And guess what? He's better than Christian McCaffrey. And I think I said that too. He and Derrick Henry are better than Christian McCaffrey.
Up the stakes.
All right, Saquon Barkley, everything you said, and then some I said in August. That with these receivers, with this quarterback, with this offensive line, this dude who actually did damage with the Giants was going to be amazing with the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's why I'm an Eagles guy.
It didn't take that to determine that.
But is he on Bruce Ballot?
He will be next time we show it.
Can he be number?
He has not passed Lamar. Lamar is clearly the MVP right now, but he's passed Derrick Henry. He's passed Derrick Henry. And now we'll see what Henry does this weekend. But Saquon has passed Derrick. He's averaging more yards per game than Henry. So Saquon has been incredible.
Okay, let's talk about this.
you can see Nick Wright wearing that Eagles hat. I'm impressed, man. I'm blown away. Honestly, I'm blown away by Nick's take. It is not the take that I thought that we were going to get. Honestly, I'm like already prepared, like, let's go. I got my notes and everything, and it's like, come on, here we go. And then we get this take. I see, we opens with him wearing the hat, and I go, oh my God. And yeah, credit to Nick for admitting that he was wrong. I mean, like, when you're that wrong, like, he literally said Saquon was going to be nothing, and now Saquon is a literal MVP candidate, right? Like, you can't get any more opposite than that. And Saquon should absolutely be the MVP leader, more than Lamar Jackson at this point, honestly, because they did the same thing with Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey. When you have this many great players together like that, then it's a little bit harder to say, well, then this player is the most valuable. And when you have Derrick Henry, who for a long time people said is an MVP candidate, and Lamar, it's like it kind of hurts your argument. And I think Lamar is playing unbelievable. So this is not a knock on Lamar at all, but I think what actually, this is going to be crazy to say, what Nick said was very accurate about all of the injuries from the Eagles. AJ going down, Devontae going down, O-line going down, Hurts shaky at times, like having all of those issues and having Saquon be this constant, boom. And think about it. The reason why they lost the one game was because Saquon dropped the ball. I mean, by definition, it's like if he plays great, they win. If he makes a mistake, they lose. Like, it all comes down to Saquon Barkley. By definition, that makes you the most valuable player. Whereas some of these other MVP candidates have not had great games and yet still won. That's what hurts Jared Goff's MVP candidacy, where if you could throw 5 interceptions and still win, it's like, I don't know if we can really consider you the MVP now. So honestly, this has really boosted Barkley's MVP candidacy, resume, however we want to refer to it. But yeah, Philadelphia Eagles going to the Super Bowl according to Nick Wright. Oh, this is a funny one because I'm sure Philadelphia Eagles fans are probably actually going to not like that because they're going to be like, no, Nick, you're always wrong. Now that you just said the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl, that means it's going to be wrong, right? So it's always funny. I'm surprised that Nick has this take because especially coming off of what Colin said, where Colin pretty much like ripped the Philadelphia Eagles for the most part. So this was really, really fascinating to see. And it's kind of a shame because it kind of shows you what this show can be like when we're looking at things through an unbiased lens, right? We can get like the reality of a situation. And yeah, I mean, this honestly caught me very, very off guard. I thought he was going to come in and be like, oh, the Eagles looked good, but they have some problems. This game was too hard. It took them to the end, this or that. But now he's like, the supernatural funk is over. Saquon is MVP. This team has some fight in them. Like, it's pretty fascinating. Like, we could get a rematch between the Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl, which would be fascinating. But yeah, I mean, honestly, there's not a whole lot more to say beyond that. I feel like Nick kind of took some of my some of my replies. In a lot of ways, this feels like Eminem 8 Mile, in the last rap battle when Eminem just says like all this stuff and he goes, now what are you gonna tell them something about me that they don't already know? And it's like he doesn't. What is it now? Captain America, the Hawk guy, Falcon or whatever his name is. He just kind of just like stands there and just like has nothing to say. That's how I feel right now. Like Colin Cowherd gave me like firepower. I was like, let's go, and it was awesome. And then now this came about, and it's like, well, wait, you guys just did my job for me. So honestly, this was pretty funny. Pretty seeing Nick Wright wear an Eagles hat, and especially with like the old school logo on it of all logos, is pretty funny. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Saquon Barkley's success with the Eagles so far, and everything that Nick Wright has said now about the Eagles going to the Super Bowl. Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.